Hello, my friends, and happy Friday. Friday. I love me some Friday at 3 o'clock. So, figured I would start the weekend vlog now. We are getting ready to go to my brother's for pinochle and dinner. And I'm so glad because I am hungry. I have a feeling we're going to have fish tonight. That's my feeling. Sorry, just trying to get some tea in me. I made a cake to take with tonight. It is from the 1950s. It is called Woolworth cake. I pointed it out, and it is like, I think 12 or 15 points a slice. Depending on what we have for dinner. I have all my points left because it was a fasting day. I may have half of a piece because I do want to try it. So I figure if I can have a 6 or 7 piece, and that was pretty generous pieces. So I will have half a piece and taste it. Because like I said, I have a feeling dinner will probably be fish. But yeah, just looking forward to the weekend. It turned out to be a gorgeous day today. Started out really icky, but turned out to be gorgeous. So we played a lot outside today, went for a long walk, the babies and I. While they were napping, I got all my house cleaned, so that is done. I'm just emptying the dishwasher. So that's nice going into the weekend with a clean house. Been texting back and forth with the boys today. I don't think I told you. The boys are in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina for a track meet. It is the Shamrock Invitational. There's a guy's name in front of it. Alan somebody Shamrock Invitational at Coastal Carolina in Myrtle Beach. So they left Wednesday night for that. Yesterday was their practice day, and then today was day one of the meet. Andrew is throwing the triple threat, meaning he's throwing all three. He's throwing the hammer, the shot, and the disc. Disc is not his strong suit, but they need him, so. He threw the hammer today, got a personal best, but missed making the finals by like centimeters. Yeah. But he's very proud of his throw. Adam ran the mile and got his personal best. He was under 5 minutes. I think his last PR was like a 5:02. He was under 5 minutes. So he was thrilled with that. And then he had to run the 4x8 relay tonight because one of the kids, he was a sub on that, and one of the kids rolled their ankle, so he jumped in, and they did well. So Adam's actually done. His events were today, so he's done. So he'll just hang out at the meet tomorrow and cheer on his team, watch his brother. Was it Andrew throws, I think, both things tomorrow, the shot and the disc. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, we cannot stream it. So we're just getting videos and pictures from them. As a matter of fact, I will insert a video of Andrew throwing right here, and I have a picture of Adam running. So definitely a proud mama moment. Like I said, we're just getting ready to go. I will try to remember to film my dinner and some pinochle, but you know I always forget. So I have a lot I want to do tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all day again tomorrow. Doug will probably be working on homework most of the day. He's got some reading to do, some writing to do, and then he has a big project that's due in 2 weeks. He has to give, him and another guy have to partner up and give an oral presentation. It's for church history. It's about the schisms in the church. So he's got to start working on that. So while he is doing that, I may work on organizing some essential oils and making a couple essential oil recipes. Not sure yet. We will see. But whatever I do, you can hang out with me. So I will Be back. Well, oh, bad lighting. Well, I called that. I forgot to film. We did have fish for dinner. We had cod, and it's the Parmesan cod that I make. Absolutely delicious. Why is it always better when somebody else makes it? And we had oven-baked French fries and green beans. So, delicious dinner. And I keep looking at Doug. I'm not sure why he's walking all over the yard. He went out to put the chickens to bed. And the cake was delicious. A lot of points. I had a little piece. Really delicious, though. I would definitely take that somewhere. Could probably be made lighter. The only thing that would probably be an issue would be the graham cracker crust because it takes butter. But it could definitely be made lighter. Like if you're willing to use fat-free and sugar-free. But maybe I'll mess with it and we'll see. But anyway. Forgot to film while we were playing. Doug and I were partners tonight.
Doug was not a good partner.
What was that?
Doug was not a good partner tonight. I was not on my game.
He was not on his game.
Oh, well. That happens.
It happens. He made a big mistake on one hand. I made a big mistake on one hand. And we're like, okay, we're even. Well, that was supposed to mean no more mistakes. And he just kept making them. I think he was tired, though. It's okay. It's a game. It was fun. We had a good time.
We won one.
We won 1 out of 5. We should have won more. But it's all good. You know. Next week, it's Pinnacle's here. And it's me and my brother. My brother was very controlled tonight. He did not overbid or anything. We all kind of want my sister-in-law, though, as a partner. She elevates a player. I think we should just have boy-girl teams all week, or every time, but, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, that is it. Sorry I forgot to film. Not surprising. I have a huge to-do list tomorrow. Look at all those things on there. We'll see what gets done. I'm assuming it's supposed to rain. Doug will probably be spending most of the day doing homework. We'll see. But that's it. But I will be back to talk to you in the morning. Hello, my friends, and good Saturday morning. Ooh, looking a little rough this morning. We slept in a little bit this morning. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Because we got to bed really late last night after Pinochle. So we got up, did what we needed to do, chore-wise, and now we are sitting down to breakfast. So I will turn the camera around and show you my breakfast. Doug's having the exact same thing, just in a little bit bigger quantity. And as soon as I get this done and cleaned up, I am going to jump headfirst in and get started on my day. I am not going to shower or anything because I'm not leaving the house until it's time to go to church tonight. So this is what you're stuck with. So here is my breakfast this morning. I have a 2-egg omelet with mushrooms inside for 0 points. I have 3 points worth of bacon, and I have a teeny tiny, it's like, I wish I could show you for reference here. Teeny tiny little English muffin. It was like one of those ones that was kind of left at the end of the dough. So I am going to just give that 2 points. So 5-point breakfast this morning. This should keep me full all day. I will probably have some fruit and veggies this afternoon and then have dinner at our St. Patty's Day beef and beer tonight. Also have my cup of tea. And Doug's halfway done his breakfast. Say good morning.
Good morning.
How's your breakfast?
Thumbs up.
Doug is catching up on our diocesan newspaper while he eats, and I am catching up on some YouTube, and we will probably listen to Bible in a Year. So the other day with my daycare kids, we made some homemade Pop-Tarts. Honestly, they didn't taste much like Pop-Tarts. They tasted more like a strawberry hand pie. We only made enough for them to eat that day because honestly, it was a lot of work for the little kids. Because we made the dough from scratch and everything, and we just started running out of time. So, I had a lot of dough left. And then last night when we were at my brother's, last night when we were at my brother's. He's like, I didn't get any strawberry Pop-Tarts. So I'm thinking, I have a lot of dough left. I don't want it to go to waste. I thought about freezing it, using it for something else, but honestly, I don't really want to eat it because it's my buttery pie dough. So I'm going to make some strawberry hand pies and shoot them off over to my brother. So I'm just going to show you real quickly. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial. But you can 100% make this with 2-ingredient dough. Because I've done it. I know it can be done. So let's pretend, for video purposes, that this is 2-ingredient dough. Like I said, it's not. And is the 2-ingredient dough a little harder to work with? Absolutely, it is. But it's not impossible. And like I said, I have done it before. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I do these. Okay, Sunday night Joni popping in here. So, Saturday, I took extra dough that I had from Thursday when I made homemade Pop-Tarts with the babies. Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. I made some for my brother. So I decided to bring you along and show you what I was doing. Well, I accidentally turned the camera on when I didn't mean to. So then I turned the camera off when I thought I was turning it on. Does that make sense? So I'm working and not talking because I already talked during when the camera was off and I showed you the first couple. Then I turned the camera off to finish. Yeah, so when I thought the camera was on, it was off. And when I thought the camera was off, it was on. So this vlog's a hot mess. And then I made dog biscuits. A new recipe. Did the exact same thing. I was still in that cycle of on, off, on, off. So what I'm going to attempt to do right now is edit the video and do a voiceover. So it's probably going to be a hot mess. But then again, it is me. Would we expect anything less? Let's see how this goes, my friends. Let's see how this goes. Okay, here's where the hot mess starts. So I have my dough, and I am just rolling it out pretty thin. And then I'm going to take my 4-inch round cookie cutter and cut out my circles. Now, if you really want these to look like Pop-Tarts, just cut them in squares. I don't have a square cookie cutter and I wasn't doing it by hand. Now, as you can see, I already have some on the sheet, 2 done and 1 half done. So what I did is I just laid it down, the little circle, put a tablespoon of jam on top. Then I took an egg wash and egg washed around the edge to make it like glue. Put the other one down. Pushed it down a little bit and then used a fork to crimp the edges. We'll do one more. Just easing it off the counter. This was a really warm day and I had the dough sitting out a little too long, so it was a little soft to work with. Putting my jam on, 1 tablespoon. Putting my egg wash around the edges. And then pop in the other disc of dough on top. Messed that one up. Told you this was a hot mess, my friends. Pushing it down and then sealing it with the fork. Once that's all done, I cut a little vent hole in the top of each one. And then I egg washed the entire Pop-Tart, hand pie, whatever we're going to call it. Once that was done, they went in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And here they are, nice and golden brown. We're going to let them cool and we're going to start on the dog biscuits. For the dog biscuits, I used 4 cups of whole wheat flour. By the way, these are from a doggy cookbook. I forget the name of it. I did show it, you know, but wasn't recorded. They are called Woof Woof Waffles. I changed a few little things, but not many. So 4 cups of whole wheat flour, and then a half a cup of cornmeal. See, normally I would have this already, but because, you know, my issues this weekend. Then we're going to go. I must be getting everything out of, yes, I was getting everything out of the cabinets and closets. We're going to put 1 egg in. And then the original recipe called for vegetable oil. I don't have vegetable oil or canola oil, so I put avocado oil. Then you saw it all mixed up in the bowl. Just mixed it up with my Danish whisk, and then put it out onto a floured surface and kneaded it until it was smooth. Then we're going to take some flour, flour the counter, roll out the dough, and here is where you get the waffle. I used my 4-inch circle cutter again, and then I pressed it in my mini dash. You are not cooking it in there, you are just pressing it. Notice it's not plugged in. And the mini dash is 4 inches, so the 4-inch circle cutter is perfect. Press it down hard, get that nice waffle indentation. Okay, these are so stinking cute. They're ready to go in the oven. Now I'm thinking, how cool would it be if I had just like a little, not a cookie cutter, yeah, I guess a cookie cutter, but like a cookie cutter with an impression of a waffle, and I could do them individually. I'm gonna have to go search Amazon and see if something exists. So I got 11 4-inch waffles out of that batch, and I think I'll cut each one or break each one into 4 pieces. We'll see when they come out. Thought I turned the camera on, but I didn't. So they are done. They are glazed. To make the glaze WW friendly, you would use some Lakanto or some, I don't know, Sucrin Gold or not Sucrin Gold, Swerve powdered sugar replacement, and some of the jam that you put inside. Mix that together with a teeny tiny bit of milk, and you've got your icing. And then I did the blueberry, I did the strawberry. I gave Doug one of the blueberry and one of the strawberry. I did take a bite of the blueberry because I haven't tasted the blueberry, and it was very good. But these are getting out of my house. Wish I had some yogurt to make some 2-ingredient dough ones though, because I could really go for one, but oh well, maybe tomorrow. Okay, the dog treats are out of the oven, and I worked quickly. I forgot to show you when they first came out, but totally adorable little waffles. And what I did is I worked quickly while they were still warm before they had a chance to get a little crunchy, and I cut them in half, again and again, to make them into little just slivers, because our dogs are not huge and Mia's missing some teeth. So I wanted to make them, you know, small enough where they could easily eat them. So let's see the taste test. Okay, I would say they're a success. She ate it, came back over and sat right at my feet like, I'm sitting, do I get another one? She's a good doggy. She's just such a good dog. I told Doug I don't know if I could ever have another dog, because there would never be another dog like her. As well behaved, as she's a pretty awesome dog. It is a gorgeous 73 degrees and very sunny, so I am going to take this very riveting book and go out on the porch and read all about it. As crazy as it sounds, I said I was probably going to have some veggies for lunch. I did have an orange earlier, and now I am having a bowl of cabbage. Yep, a bowl of cabbage. Okay, we are out of church with our bread. We have blessed bread they gave out at church because today is the feast of Saint Joseph, meaning the Joseph that's Mary's husband and Jesus's foster father. And he was the provider. So we have bread, blessed bread that we give out. And what was it? The first week of Lent, we gave out soft pretzels. So Lent's a good time to be in church, folks. You get lots of food. We are heading home to get changed and come right back for the St. Patrick's Day party. There's an hour lull in between. Like, it's only 6 o'clock now and the party doesn't start till 7. So I didn't really feel like hanging around for an hour. So we're going to go home, make sure the cat and the dog have food and water and everything, get changed, and head on back here for a little bit of fun tonight. So looking forward to that. And yes, look at that. A little mouse got to the bread already.
Imagine that.
Wonder what that little mouse's name is.
Must have been...
Douglas.
Yeah, must have been.
Douglas Robert. That's his name. Doug sang tonight with the choir. This is the second time now the choir's been back. It was wonderful. I'm so glad things are getting a little bit back to normal. We still have to be careful and everything, but it's really nice for some normalcy. The boys are done at their track meet. They were supposed to leave South Carolina around 5. I'm not sure if they have yet. I'll have to check. Andrew said he did crap in the shot. Ever since COVID, his shot has been really off. He did really well in the disc today, though, so that was good. Adam had no events today. His were both yesterday, so he just hung out and cheered everybody on. So, but you know, they enjoyed their oceanfront condos for a couple days, and now it's back to reality. And I guess it's only a couple weeks, and then Andrew will be home for Easter. Adam will be home and right to the airport to go to Disney for Easter. And then, gosh, a month after Easter, it's graduation. I can't believe I have a child graduating from college. What the heck, man? I'm not that old, am I?
I am.
Yeah, I am. So we will be back to you from the party. Okay, heading into the party, quite festive in our green. And I have my sassy shoes on. I'll show you my sassy shoes. I will film when we get in there. My sassy leopard print shoes. We are home and I am melting. It was very warm in there and I literally danced for, well, it was from 7 to 11 and there was about 30 minutes that they did the raffles. We probably started dancing at 8. So I probably danced for 2.5 hours. I did not sit down. If there was music playing, I was on the dance floor. Doug was there about 70% of the time with me. We had a blast. Just so much fun with church friends. And the neat thing is there were all ages. From 21-year-olds right up to probably 91-year-olds. It was just so... Stop it, Smalls. It was just so much fun. I put the clips in, but I took the music out because I just don't feel like having a copyright wording alert, whatever. But yeah, danced all night, had fun, did very well with my eating. I had a 4-point roll with roast beef on it, probably about 2 ounces of roast beef. I had 1.5 little potatoes, couple of green beans, and 1 cookie. Like just a regular size cookie, not like a big, cookie. That's it. Drank a bunch of water and Had a really good time, but we are exhausted. It is late. It is almost tomorrow. Doug is outside putting the chickens to bed. I am just taking care of the animals in here, and we are hitting the hay because tomorrow is another day. So thank you for spending the day with me, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good Sunday morning, my friends. It is time for brunch. And for brunch this morning, I've got 2 slices of toast. I have 1 point's worth of homemade guacamole. The toast is 4 points and 0 points for my eggs. Doug is having the exact same thing. He's already digging into his. And even little Miss Aria is getting an egg today. So a little change in plans today. My plan was to practice some pressure canning. I was going to pressure can potatoes. So I sat down again with my book to read it again, and I'm new to this whole pressure canning thing. And it says before you can, you need to take your gauge to your local extension office, like agriculture office, and have it tested to make sure it's accurate. Well, it's Sunday afternoon. My office is not open. I've been watching videos and reading things, and everybody kind of recommends ditching the gauge and getting the set of weights for the Presto. So I think, well, I know that's what I'm going to do because I already ordered them. They're on sale on Amazon right now for 13 bucks. So they'll be here tomorrow. So the canning's going to have to wait. And Doug offered, it's hard for me to get out during the day when the extension office is open because of the babies. Doug offered to drive over. It's about 30 minutes away and have my gauge tested. So I'm going to call there tomorrow and see, just as a backup. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I really wanted to try it. I was really, really hoping to try it today. But, oh well. So guess what I get to do instead? Clean the basement. I did my pantry shelves last week, and honestly, it's still kind of a hot mess down there from Christmas. I know. And our church is having a big yard sale on April 30th. And our women's group is having a table. So they're looking for donations. So I am going to declutter again while I'm down there and see how many boxes I can fill to donate to our women's group at church. And maybe we can make some money at the yard sale. So that's what I'm going to do. Not fun, but got to be done, right? And of course, guess where Doug is? 3 guesses. 3 guesses. Doing homework. Okay, much neater now. May not look neater to you, but it's a whole lot neater. This whole part was just full of crap. So my shelves are cleaned out. It took me a long time to organize my canning supplies, but they're all organized. My other shelves, this is like some baking pans and Pyrex dishes. These are serving dishes and bowls. More dishes and bowls. I have too many. I know. I'm working on it. And then this is the plastic shelf. We mostly use glass, but when we go to the swim club or when we go to a party and there's a pool, I like to have stuff in plastic because, as you know, pools and glass do not mix. Accidents happen, and that can be really dangerous. So I can whittle a lot of this down. I just want to see what I use this summer, and what doesn't get used this summer is out the door. And then my baskets, small appliances, baking sheets, cookie cutters, silicone molds, and other appliances. So not perfect, but a whole lot better than it was. Okay, done in the basement, so I moved on to dinner. I want to eat dinner a little bit early today, just because I want to be done. So I made some burgers. This is 93% lean ground beef. I took a pound and I was going to make 4 and I ended up making 3 because honestly, I have the points and I just wanted a little bit of a heartier burger. I've got my French fries soaking. I got my eggplant sweating. And I got my broccoli ready to be roasted. So that is going to be our dinner tonight. Roasted broccoli, grilled eggplant, French fries in the air fryer, and burgers. So I am very excited, cannot wait. Okay, sitting down to dinner. Pay no attention to the burnt broccoli. We have an injured chicken and we were kind of distracted with that. So I have some broccoli, just roasted broccoli for 0 points. I have grilled eggplant for 0 points. I have my French fries. I'm going to give them 1 point, even though there's probably not enough oil on them to count. Because I do have potatoes as a 0 point food. Then I have my big old burger. My burger is altogether 11 points. Between the burger, the bun, I have 1 piece of bacon and 1 point's worth of cheese on there. So there is my dinner tonight. Dinner is cleaned up. I am showered. Don't look it, but I am. Doug ran over to Jason's, the Average J, to pick up a dog kennel. I mentioned an injured chicken. On Thursday, we noticed that Laura Cluck was limping. And we didn't think too much of it because she was still, you know, out foraging and having a good old time. Excuse me. And Friday was about the same. Yesterday was about the same. I mean, she was still coming out and eating and drinking and laying her eggs. Today, she wouldn't come out of the coop. Stayed up there. So we kind of just kept an eye on her, checked on her several times a day. Doug went out a little while ago and got her out and brought her down with the girls. And right away, the girls went after her. They know when somebody's weak and they pick on them. So Doug scooped her up, put her back up in the coop, waited a couple minutes, brought her down again, and then they completely ignored her. But she went back up in the coop. So we put some water and food up there for her. We are going to make a little hospital room for her with the dog kennel. We're going to put her downstairs. Probably downstairs. And that way Doug can keep an eye on her tomorrow while he's working. And she'll be quiet. Quiet and dark is good for chickens when they're not feeling well. We don't know if she jumped off the roost bar and hurt her leg. We don't know what's going on. I've checked her feet over and over for bumblefoot. They look good. So we're just going to wait and see. And hopefully whatever it is will heal itself. You know, if she hurt it jumping down from the roost, maybe she sprained it. I don't know. So we're just going to keep her really comfortable and give her food and water and just kind of keep, you know, see what happens. Keep her in a close area so she doesn't have to walk around too much and can really maybe rest it. This chicken stuff is hard. Really is hard. They're resilient, but so many things can go wrong. So I'm just waiting for him to get back. That's why I jumped in the shower. We'll set her all up and I'm calling it a night. I didn't even eat all my dinner. I just not in the mood. So I think I might make a cup of tea. And like I said, just call it a night. So I have some reading to do. Doug has some reading to do. So that's it. I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Tuesday with a Tuesday tag. Probably won't see me tomorrow unless, I don't know, something strikes me. I will talk to you all in my next video.